Like, how about the fact that I backed Dinosaur Island?
Yeah.
It's been on the shelves. I could buy it. I could have bought it for about 3 weeks now, and I still haven't got my copy yet. Like, who goes there? It hit Canadian shelves at the same time I got mine.
Yeah.
So it was okay, whatever.
I'm okay with that.
But Dinosaur Island, quite literally, I could have bought it. I could have the retailer in my hands right now.
I had the same thing happen to Ghostbusters.
Yeah?
It was in stores for a month and a half to 2 months before I got my copy. It was in stores in October. I got it just at the beginning of December.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just like, and the reason for it, well, we got to hit the Christmas rush. Yeah, I don't care. I give you my money. Why? How is your lack of planning on your part a problem of mine? But you're seeing that constantly with all these Kickstarters now. They're saying, oh, well, we can't get you guys your stuff, but the retail ones, they've got theirs.
Yeah, because we need to make more money.
And it's just like, how is that? Yeah. Yeah, it's another one that just told us the same thing. Shadows of Brimstone, Forbidden Fortress. Flying Frog Games. I will never back another Flying Frog product ever again.
Really?
Yeah. 2 Kickstarters in the same genre, or same world, they've screwed up.
Wow.
One took 3 years to deliver, and this one, again, in stores before us, or the rest of us are getting stuff. And the reason they're saying is because of all their stretch goals, and what they're doing is that they're holding on to all the Kickstarter backers' pledges because all the extra stretch goals and stuff isn't complete yet. And I'm just like, well, how is that my fault?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have made so many stretch goals that you couldn't complete the product in the timeline you said you were going to.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that they never seem to learn. And I just, yeah. It's annoying. I may buy Flying Frog products, but I will not back them ever again. So,
yeah. Artemis Project. That's still one I'm on the fence on. I might go for that one. I might go for that that tower game with the dice, just because it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, getting these $25, $35 buy-ins now, it's it's like, and $45 shipping. Son of a bitch!
Yep.
You got me on the shipping.
Yeah.
God damn, I can buy it from Great Board Games and it costs like $12.
Yeah, I'm waiting for something on that one for the collector's box for Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Yeah?
We just got notification that Canadian stores should be hopefully getting there soon. I've got like it tagged for notification on all the different stores. As soon as one of them pops up in my email, buy. Don't care, ship it now. I'll pay the like $10, $15 shipping Canadian to get it at. Because if I buy it direct from Greater Than Games, $95 US. Canadian stores, I've seen the one, Starlit Citadel is advertising that when they get it, it will be 64 Canadian. I'm like, why? I don't know. But that's a constant thing I'm seeing with, and that's what's making me a little bit shy in these Kickstarters. I'll back them, and it's like, okay, are there any exclusives? No. So I'll give you $1 maybe, just so I can be in the notification loop of when this is going to start hitting shelves.
Yeah, because it comes down to a point that because of these online retailers, like what's the one in America that's really cheap? What's the big cheap?
Cool Stuff Inc.
Cool Stuff Inc. We've got Great Board Games, Board Game Bliss, 401,
and Maple Mart.
Maple Mart, which I don't usually go for, but I go with the other ones. And we're looking at 25%, a bunch of 25%, but sometimes 20% off of the MSRP that you see at the regular FLGS. And when they're listing what their FLGS is, I'm like, okay, so it's cost me $65. How much is it really going to cost me?
Yeah.
Right? Because when it's like, oh, there's, like I said, what were they saying Dinosaur Island would cost?
I didn't back it, so I'm not sure.
I think it's like $160. I think it was $200 Canadian all in for shipping for the base game and the new Dualosaur and the expansions. The basic game costs $71 Canadian.
Ouch. And that's the thing, you're seeing that we just...
It's like, if you wait, you can get it way cheaper and most likely sooner. Your exclusives have to be really exclusive or be a title that's never going to reach the shelves.
Yep.
right?
And that's what I've come down to now. It's just another one is Warfighter. It's
I heard, yeah.
That one they jacked the price up for the Kickstarter because they said that the last one they did, they were producing at a loss.
Yeah.
Not my problem. Don't jack up your price of your next game because you're doing it at a loss on the previous one. That's just that's punishing your customers. And so I backed it at $1. I'll wait till it hits retail shelves and then I'll buy it cheaper probably. It's dumb. It is now something me and Ken we've been talking about. It's like unless a game has exclusives and it will never hit the shelves.
It has exclusives, or it'll never hit the shelves. Because obviously, if it never hits the shelves, the whole thing is exclusive.
Exactly.
Right.
Then maybe I'll back it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no. So I mean, like Tiny Epic, like the Game ones, I'll give a pass because they're hardly costing me anything. They're not making.
See, I'm not going to bother getting that. It's just like no, it's like we were saying about that one Eclipse game. It's just like, well, no, I'll just wait for the retail version because it'll be cheaper than what you guys are charging on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That was the thing about Arcanum. If the moment I realized the stretch goals weren't appealing to me, there was no reason to back the game.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. If this is all going to go in the retail version, what's the exclusive? What are the exclusives? And I know it's one of those things where Kickstarter exclusives is, and they're right. Kickstarter exclusives do matter. They absolutely matter. You cannot run a campaign without giving exclusives if your game itself is not exclusive to Kickstarter.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's exclusive to Kickstarter, then fine, go right ahead. But almost nobody's doing that nowadays. Endless Sales like, no, we've got to. If there's 500 people, we'll print 1,000 games, ship 500 to the retailer. It's almost a foregone conclusion because many of the distribution warehouses are themselves distribution warehouses for the retailers. So there's really nothing that prevents you from sending 1,000 games. And the problem, of course, is that they split up and go, okay, 500 to retailers, 500 to Kickstarter backers. Then they get branched off, and then that one's just like in boxes, out the door. This one, we have to box every individual one. We'll do America, then we'll do Europe and all this, and that's why it takes a freaking month and a half to get all these out, but these got shipped off to Alliance immediately.
Yeah.
And I can't see anyone else doing it any other way. That's the reason why everybody does it. The realm of Kickstarter-only campaigns is going to go the way of the dodo, unless it's these giant big box miniature games where they're like, no, we can't ship to retailers because no retailer is going to sell this thing because it's too freaking big.
Yep.
It's too huge. It's taking up too much space. I mean, seeing the fact that Sandy Peterson put Cthulhu Wars out in retail, like, what were you thinking? That box holds a baby.
Yep. And he's in fifth printing. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, but the point is that there's one place I've been to has that game. Like, one place. So it's just, once again, it's not a place a lot of places have them. Gloomhaven's different because Gloomhaven became the #1 game of all time, and that's why he gets away with shipping off a $160 game to retailers.
Yeah.
But most everyone else can't do it. Rising Sun, I think, just hits that crescendo. It just sneaks in at it being about $100 on the base.
Yeah.
But a lot of these other games.
Yep.
I get it, but it's just one of those things where if it's a game that's going to hit retailers,